The finale of Viral Hit, episode 6, is built around a contradiction. Officially, Shimura loses. The referee raises Kuwata's hand, the record books show a defeat, the rules say he failed. Yet by the time the episode ends, it becomes clear that Shimura has actually achieved something far bigger than victory inside the ring. The finale asks a simple question. What matters more, winning a fight or changing people's lives? By the end of the episode, the answer couldn't be clearer. One of the biggest revelations is that Toke was never some mysterious internet mastermind. The person behind the videos turns out to be Aki's father. On the surface, this twist explains where Shimura's training came from, but thematically it represents something much deeper. Throughout the series, Shimura believed he was fighting alone. Every victory felt like the result of random luck and personal determination. The truth is that people had been supporting him long before he realized it. Kahu secretly sent him the videos. Aki's father unknowingly provided the training. His friends stood beside him. Even strangers online eventually rallied around him. The reveal reinforces one of the season's biggest messages. Nobody becomes stronger completely alone. Even when Shimura felt isolated, people were quietly helping him move forward. Kaho's storyline reaches an emotional turning point in the finale. For months, she's been trapped by expectations, family pressure, and fear. That's why her live stream becomes one of the most important moments of the episode. Instead of hiding, she publicly defends Shimura. Instead of remaining silent, she challenges the online mob attacking him. Most importantly, she finally chooses her own voice. Her speech isn't really about fighting, it's about courage. Kahu explains that watching Shimura stand up for himself inspired her to stop living according to everyone else's expectations. In many ways, she undergoes the same transformation Shimura experienced earlier in the series. Both characters begin as people controlled by fear. Both end the season willing to stand in front of the world and accept the consequences of being themselves. That is why her declaration that she is Shimura's girlfriend carries so much weight. It's not a romantic confession, it's an act of rebellion. The finale also finally exposes the truth about Kuwata. Until now, he's hidden behind popularity, influence, and public image. People admired him because they only saw the version of himself he wanted them to see. Rumi's investigation changes everything. The revelation that Kuwata has ruined lives before transforms the conflict from a simple sports rivalry into something much darker. Suddenly, Shimura isn't just fighting an opponent. He's fighting a system that protects powerful people. That's why public opinion matters so much during the final match. The battle isn't taking place only inside the cage. It's happening online, in the media, and in the minds of the audience watching. As Kuwata's reputation begins to crumble, his greatest weapon disappears, his image. Before entering the arena, Shimura reaches his lowest point. The harassment has spread to his friends, Kahu is being attacked online, his family is suffering, the pressure feels overwhelming. Then Aki tells him something important. She calls him her hero. The moment works because Shimura has never viewed himself that way. For most of his life, he saw himself as a victim, a bullied kid, someone weak, someone nobody noticed. Aki reminds him that his actions have already changed people's lives. He helped her, he inspired Kahu, he gave courage to viewers watching online. That realization completely changes the meaning of the fight. He's no longer entering the arena simply to earn money. He's carrying the hopes of people who see themselves in him. The most important line in the finale comes earlier during training. Aki's father tells Shimura, "You can't win the game." At first, it sounds like a prediction of failure. Later, viewers realize it was actually a lesson. The game refers to the system itself. Kuwata has the experience, the popularity, the money, the advantages. Trying to beat him according to every rule favors Kuwata. That's why the ending is so clever. When Shimura lands the illegal blow, he technically loses. The referee has no choice. The official result belongs to Kuwata. But emotionally, socially, and morally, the outcome is the exact opposite. The crowd sees Kuwata knocked down. The internet sees Kuwata exposed. The donations pour in. Public support shifts, the viral hit team survives, everything Shimura actually needed is achieved. The scoreboard says one thing, reality says another. Sometimes winning and succeeding are not the same thing. Kaneko's return might seem like a smaller subplot compared to the fight, but it represents another core theme of the series. At his lowest point, Kaneko isolates himself. He convinces himself that everyone would be better off without him. Aki refuses to accept that. She reminds him that Viral Hit was never built by one person. It's a shared dream. His return proves that friendship remains the team's greatest strength. The channel succeeds not because Shimura becomes an unstoppable fighter, it succeeds because people keep choosing each other when things get difficult. One of the finale's most interesting ideas is its portrayal of online culture. Throughout the season, the internet is shown as both destructive and empowering. The same platforms that spread harassment also spread support. The same viewers who tear people down can lift them up. Kahu directly addresses this contradiction during her live stream. She points out that cruelty isn't limited to physical violence. Words can wound people too. Anonymous attacks can destroy lives. Yet the finale also shows the positive side of online communities. Thousands of viewers encourage Shimura when he's ready to quit. They help him stand back up. They remind him why he started. The internet itself isn't the villain. The people using it determine what it becomes. The finale ends with one unanswered question. How much money did Viral Hit actually earn? The cliffhanger is intentional. The exact amount doesn't matter. What matters is what Shimura has already gained. At the beginning of the story, he wanted money to help his mother. By the end, he has something he never expected. Real friends, self-confidence, a purpose, people who believe in him, and the courage to stand up for himself. The bullied kid who could barely look people in the eye has become someone capable of inspiring thousands. That's the real victory. The ending of Viral Hit isn't about becoming the strongest fighter. It's about discovering your worth. Shimura enters the story believing he is powerless. Every punch he throws throughout the season is really part of a larger journey towards self-respect. The final fight proves that strength isn't measured by wins and losses. It's measured by resilience, by standing up after being knocked down, by protecting people you care about, by continuing forward when everyone expects you to quit. Officially, Shimura loses to Kuwata, but by exposing the truth, earning public support, inspiring others, and refusing to stay down, he accomplishes something much more important. He proves that even an ordinary person can challenge someone who seems untouchable. And that's why the finale ends with Shimura standing tall, not because he became a champion fighter, but because he finally became the hero he never believed he could be.